Hello, friends, and welcome to my channel. The Legend of Adam and Eve, Fact or Cosmic Code. The story of Adam and Eve, one of the oldest and most mysterious tales in history, has for thousands of years been a cornerstone of humanity's beliefs about its purpose, origins, and destiny. This epic, found in sacred texts, invites us into the peaceful gardens of Eden, to the purity of a divine creation, and to a profound fall brought on by a single forbidden fruit. But is this narrative just a founding myth, or does it contain a much more complex and open to interpretation universal truth hidden between the lines? The answer to this question only deepens when viewed through the lens of modern perspectives. Traditional belief tells us that an all-knowing and all-powerful God created the universe in perfect order. Adam, the most precious part of this order, was shaped in his image, and his companion, Eve, was brought into being from his rib. This first human couple lived in perfect harmony until, tempted by the serpent, they ate from the tree of knowledge, committing the first sin. This act of disobedience led to their expulsion from paradise and their existence in a mortal world. In the modern age, this narrative brings up new questions. If God is all-knowing, why didn't he foresee that Adam and Eve would break the rule? And why did the simple act of eating a fruit lead to such a harsh punishment? Perhaps this story is more than a literal event. Could it be a powerful metaphor for the awakening of human consciousness, symbolizing the transition from innocence to knowledge? Or maybe it conceals an even deeper secret. These questions challenge the limits of faith and encourage us to explore the alternative paths offered by science and philosophy. The depth of symbolism, the forbidden fruit, the serpent, and the secrets of paradise. The legend of Adam and Eve isn't just a sequence of events. It's a tapestry woven with universal symbols that carry layers of meaning across different cultures and beliefs. The forbidden fruit, traditionally depicted as an apple, the forbidden fruit is often seen as a symbol of knowledge, temptation, and free will. To eat the fruit means to cross a boundary set by God, stepping out of innocence and into the awareness of good and evil. However, this symbol takes on a completely different dimension in the alternative theory. In the SİRİUS theory, the fruit isn't just a source of information. It could be a tool that unlocks a genetic code or uploads new data into human DNA. This suggests that the forbidden act was not only a moral choice but also a biological transformation. The serpent, portrayed as the physical form of Satan in sacred texts, the serpent is a symbol of deceit, temptation, and malice. It tricks Adam and Eve, causing their downfall. Yet, in the alternative narrative, this figure takes on a new identity. The serpent might not just represent Satan, but could symbolize Eve herself, described as a jinni from the lineage of Satan. In this context, the serpent becomes a metaphor for a being's genetic heritage or its belonging to an alien bloodline. The Garden of Eden. Eden is traditionally depicted as a state of grace and perfection, a place of peace where the first humans lived in direct communion with God. In the alternative theory, however, this garden is transformed from a utopia into a test environment or laboratory. The alien beings, described as angels, are said to have managed the human project in this controlled area, with the forbidden fruit being a critical part of the experiment. This interpretation leads to the fascinating idea that Eden was not just a place of faith, but a cosmic field for a grand scientific endeavor. A cosmic experiment, the SİRİUS and alien creation theory. In recent years, influenced by the internet and alternative thought currents, surprising theories about the story of Adam and Eve have begun to emerge. These claims combine elements of sacred texts with modern astrophysics and genetic science, painting a completely different picture of humanity's origins. At the heart of these claims lies the SİRİUS star system, which ancient civilizations like the Egyptians and Dogon tribes held in high regard. These theories suggest that SİRİUS was the home base of an advanced alien civilization, and that life on Earth was the result of a great genetic experiment conducted by them, rather than a divine act. According to this theory, the events and characters in the sacred texts have different meanings. Angels, the spiritual beings from traditional beliefs, are reinterpreted here as members of an alien civilization. They were not messengers of God but celestial beings, who observed and guided this genetic experiment on Earth. Satan's rebellion. In this version, Satan's rebellion wasn't caused by pride. It was a reaction to Adam starting a genetic union with a forbidden being, Eve. Satan opposed this experiment because he found it dangerous and uncontrollable. A critical look and thought-provoking questions. These two stories offer two very different perspectives on the origin of humanity. One focuses on the power of faith and spirituality, while the other opens the door to science, genetics, and the infinite mysteries of the universe. Both narratives have their own strengths and weaknesses. The traditional story offers spiritual comfort and meaning. However, it may conflict with data from modern science, like evolutionary theory or archaeological findings. The alternative theory, while using scientific concepts, lacks the concrete, verifiable evidence to support its claims. So, which do you think is closer to the truth? Perhaps the real answer is a synthesis of both stories. Maybe the sacred texts carry not only the spiritual dimension of a divine creation but also the traces of a civilization from the depths of the cosmos. Maybe these two stories are just different languages for the same great truth. These questions encourage us to think and seek our own understanding. What do you think? Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.